Hey man, it's your boy Jay. So I'm back with another reaction video. Today we'll be reacting to a kid named Lil Rodney. Lil Rodney is a 12-year-old rapper. I guess he's a crip or whatever. He shot a 1-year-old baby. He's been to trial back to back, and each time he's gotten out of it by playing innocent. But they've given him like alternatives, like to be on house arrest or something like that. And he's been, doing crazy things like cutting off his bands, running away, and leaving the band inside the house, making it seem like he's been there. But today's video's name is 12-year-old rapper sentenced to jail, Lil Rodney. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Comment down in the comment section what you would like to see, what kind of content could I bring you, whether it's something other than reaction videos or what you would like me to react to next. So let's get into the video.
I'm just listening, Bob.
This story is just straight up sad. Today we're covering the story of an 11-year-old quote-unquote rapper who shot a 1-year-old baby and is now going to jail. This kid is looking at spending the next 7 years in jail. How crazy is this situation? So anyway, they had a detention hearing via Zoom. The judge, his grandpa, and other attorneys were present to listen to his case. The Texas judge then told the young rapper that he would have to be in juvenile detention until he was 19 years old. That's a whopping 7-year sentence. Among his major crimes was consistently cutting off his ankle monitor when instructed not to do so. Apparently, Lil Rodney has a thing for playing innocent every time he is caught. The judge admitted that his trial sessions usually involved him crying and promising on his mother's life that he wouldn't do it again, and he needs a second chance.
First off, if you put anything on your mother's life, it's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to lie about something being on somebody's life. Like, if that person really means something to you, you would keep your promise and, not lie on whoever's name. But
however, it looks like he has exhausted his second chance subscription, as Judge Kim was having none of that. The rapper claimed that he cut off his ankle monitor to attend a friend's funeral. While this is meant to draw sympathy, you then raise a questioning eyebrow at the fact that he doesn't know his friend's real name. Lil Rodney's nickname is 30 Shots, which is obviously not cool for a boy that just turned 12. Anyways, the judge became really suspicious when all he could say was that they all go by nicknames. Someone has been moving with the wrong crowd. Lil Rodney's grandfather had been the one raising him ever since his mother gave birth to him at 16. However, he seems to be following in the footsteps of his mother, who was sent to prison twice while he was still a toddler. The young rapper was originally on probation for committing arson in 2019. Of course, he gave all sorts of promises then about not cutting his ankle monitor off if he was set free again, but that was him just preying on the compassion of the judge. Well, Judge Kim is wiser now, and he could see right through his antics. This particular trial was for allegedly shooting a 1-year-old baby, and he had to be sentenced as the boy had been pretty loud on social media. Every time he gets out, he either posts a video mocking the judge.
I got a question. If you're 12 years old, where are you getting these type of guns? Because it don't make no sense in what's going on in the world today. Like, bruh, everybody don't got to be gangster, bruh. Prove you're gangster morally. Like, show that you have some type of morals in this world. Like, you die by trying to prove you're gangster by joining a gang or whatever and stuff like this, by doing stuff like that. And right now, I say him going to jail is probably the best option for him, because people will be after this kid for doing stuff like that, like shooting a 1-year-old baby. Like, there would have been people on his head about this. But where do you get this? Where do you get this behavior, and where do you get these guns and stuff like that? Like, this is not good.
Or one where he's holding guns. Only someone that young would not realize that the internet never forgets. And that's exactly what the judge did when he held up a picture of Lil Rodney holding guns and showing them off on his social media page. Apart from this, he's always on the run and caught a lot of times smoking weed. He even did a live video where the rapper was smoking. The last time they let him out was on the 14th of August, and in less than a month, he was back for committing the same crime. These were the judge's exact words during the detention hearing.
Rodney, here's the problem. It's like, if you lie to me so many times, how do I know when you're lying? How do I know when you're telling the truth?
Here's the problem. It's like, if you lie to me so many times, how do I know when you're lying, and how do I know when you're telling the truth? He continued, "No, Rodney, I'm really tired of you lying to me. I just said I'm tired. Like every time you come in here, you cry. You know that, right? Like every single time you come in here, you cried, and every single time you beg me for one more chance because you swear to God on my mama's name, I'm not going to cut off the monitor. I'm not going to run off every single time."
I just said, I'm tired of, like, every time you come in here, you cry. You know that, right? Like, every single time you come in here, you cried. Every single time you beg me for one more chance because you swear to God on my mama's name, I'm not going to cut off the monitor. I'm not going to run off.
His grandfather, who was present at the hearing, also admitted that Lil Rodney had a habit of swearing so many times that he wouldn't do something, but then do it anyway. He was also responsible for getting his grandfather evicted from their homes about 4 times. Lil Rodney has a bad character that affects the people that love him, but he's focusing more on being manipulative through tears. Then Judge Kim gave his sentence. "I'm detaining you, and I'm just going to figure out, we'll see how you do. I'm going to leave it open-ended. You may stay here until you're 19 years old. I haven't decided yet, all right? So we'll just see. We'll see."
For 7 years, a 12-year-old in jail for 7 years. Okay. My question is he going to jail or is he going to like what do you call it? Like a detention home, like something like that? Like this would be crazy. A 12-year-old boy going to jail, but I can't say it's unheard of.
How it goes. But either way, if you don't behave here, then I know you're not going to behave outside. What you should do is get your behavior level up, and I'll release you. So what do you think about this sentencing? Do you think this will change anything, or he needs a different approach to leaving the life of crime? Anyways, if you want to see more from us, make sure you subscribe and check out our other.
Now, so I can say that the impression of the judge and an impression of him going to jail, him getting out, like his whole mindset would be, just tainted. Like he would be tainted from going to jail and seeing what he saw for 7 years. I mean, 3 years would have been, more suitable because, he's still young, but at the same time, doing the stuff that he's doing is just like that would be long enough for him to experience the things that he's gonna experience in jail. Like a lot of the stuff that go on in jail, like people's gonna be beating on him. People like way bigger than him. They're not gonna give any sympathy because he's in jail and because he's like 12 years old or whatever. Like if anything, that's gonna cause them to apply more pressure and beat on him more or whatever just because he's the little guy in jail. But what y'all think, man? Put in the comment section what y'all think about this whole story. Until next video, until next time, man. Jaso out.